As we've been reporting, WNBA star Brittney Griner is on her way back to the U.S.
She was released from a Russian penal colony as part of a prisoner swap agreement with Moscow. President Biden says Griner is in good spirits as she makes her way home. He also reiterated his administration will continue to negotiate for the release of Paul Whelan, a retired Marine the U.S. says is also wrongfully detained in Russia. The news has been met with mixed reactions on Capitol Hill.
CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us now for more on this. Hi, Scott. So, of course, there has been both praise and condemnation from lawmakers today over Griner's release. What more can you tell us?
Hey, Tanya and Elaine. First of all, there is universal and consistent praise of Brittney Griner and gratitude from members of Congress that she is returning home and returning home safely. But there is some partisan division over this deal that was cut to secure her return. Let me first play you some of the recent interviews with Dick Durbin, Democratic chair of the Judiciary Committee. He spoke with reporters just a short while ago.
Well, I'm happy that she was released. It was a political prosecution. The notion that she was going to spend 9 years in some Russian prison was a political move. I'm happy that the Biden administration was successful in negotiating her release.
And what about Paul Whelan?
Well, there's more than that. It's not just Paul Whelan, but other dissenters in Russia who are paying a heavy price for their political views. So I'll continue to put the pressure on as best I can to try to get their release.
Now let me show you some of the division. Republican Senator Rick Scott of Florida issued this statement late this morning saying, quote, "I'm glad Brittney's coming home, but what about U.S. Marine vet Paul Whelan? He's still held by Putin in Russia. For Biden to give Putin a dangerous arms dealer, someone known as the Merchant of Death, is weak and disgusting. Doing so while leaving Paul behind is unforgivable." Now, we expect when House Republicans take the majority here in the U.S. House in January, there will be investigations into the Biden administration's foreign policy, certainly into Afghanistan. You might add this exchange to the list of things they'll investigate.
Well, Scott, in other congressional news, the House voted to pass the Respect for Marriage Act today. Talk to us about the significance of this bill.
And this makes it the final step before it goes to President Biden's desk, or at least a final step before it goes to President Biden's desk for his signature. You're seeing House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer holding up the enrolled version of this bill, Respect for Marriage Act. It strengthens protections for same-sex couples nationwide. It makes it the law for the federal government to continue to formally recognize same-sex marriages. Even if certain states were to prohibit same-sex marriages in the future, under this newly passed law, it guarantees the federal government must acknowledge a same-sex marriage if it's done legally in a state. So somebody who lives with a same-sex partner in a state where same-sex marriage is presumably outlawed could go across state lines, have it done legally elsewhere, and have that marriage recognized no matter where they are in the country by the federal government. This all comes out of the Dobbs decision, the abortion rights decision from the Supreme Court from June, in which one of the concurring opinions raised questions about the constitutionality in the future of same-sex marriages. The House moved to pass this law to codify same-sex marriage protections. The Senate did the same, made some adjustments. The House has now passed the Senate version. There were 39 House Republicans who voted yes on this bill today, joining the Democratic caucus in taking a big step to making this law.
All right, Scott MacFarlane on Capitol Hill. Thank you so much.